What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, guys, we're going back to another Antarctica photo. Now, although our good friend, Sarah Michelle, has left us on November 24th, her work continues to give. And for that, I say a big thank you to her. I know she's with us in spirit. So again, credit goes to Sarah. All right, let me show you where we can get this. Okay, so this is from Sarah's full version of her thesis, completed. Absolutely awesome. If you can't share it to your teachers, your best friends, skeptics, doesn't really matter. What's in this photo is absolutely astounding. Now, obviously, this is a screenshot I took, but what we're going to be looking at, let me just go ahead and make this full screen, is this area right here in the back on the right-hand side. You can see my little cursor right there in the blue, in the sky just above on the right-hand side. This area right here in the back we're going to have a look at. Now, she did send me the actual photo to this, and I can't find it as of yet. And it doesn't really matter because it's not like it's a link you can go to. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you this. This is awesome. First, I'm going to show you the actual manipulation that they're doing on here, as plain as can be. In fact, if you guys are looking at this, if you're watching the thesis, and you can see it's right here, 2 hours and 30 minutes and 22 seconds into this video, this scrolling book, so to speak, I made of her thesis, which is just absolutely awesome, by the way. But you can see right here on this mound on the left-hand side, okay, halfway down, you can see there's a line of blur. Why is there a line of blur when these are just simple photos taking of Antarctica and where these guys are simply doing some what? Analysis of soil, whatever it may be, which is, I'm sure that's what they're doing, but that's not the only reason why they're here. Let's have a better look. All right, so this is the photo here. I'm going to bring it up to you guys. All right. Again, this is just nothing more than a screenshot right here. And we're going to have a real close look at that because I got a better and closer photo of that. But again, oh my God, the actual centering in this photo is ungodly. People think, oh, the government would never lie about this. Why? Why would they not? If there's something up there they don't want people to know about, then they're going to go ahead and grab all the information off of this. It might be high technology from an ancient civilization. We don't know. But judging from what we found in these photos and these so-called mountains, which are not mountains, you've seen my other video, what they're trying to do is make these things look like mountains, and they're not. Now, I'm not saying there's no mountains in this photo. Don't get me wrong. I believe that in the background there may be a giant mountain, but I don't believe everything in here is just simple landscape. Let's get into this. What I'm going to show you here, and this is just bizarre, guys. This is cool. I don't know if you can already see it. This is amazing, okay? Because what I'm seeing, and I'm going to zoom right into this, right? I'm going to put it right in the middle of the screen. And right off the bat, you can see what looks like archways, okay? One here, and one on the left of it. So it looks like there's almost like two hump kind of archway type thing. But have a look inside. It looks like a framework. You see that? Absolutely like framework. And I'm going to bring this out a whole lot better. Here's what's even funnier. Look at the blurring. The blatant blurring right here. Right in the middle of the screen. And I'm going to show you this again a lot better too. What is going on here? Look at this. Oh my God. This is absolutely sad. And people need to see this. Okay. So let's get into Photoshop. Let's have a better look, shall we? And you can see this as plain as day. It looks like framework. It looks like something's been built into this, or they're trying to make this look like snow, and it's clearly not. All of this area here, guys, right here, this is sad. All of this right here, completely doctored, completely censored. Most of this is censored. You can see there's big blocky areas all in here, all in here. But what you can do is try to use the burn tool to try to blast through this, because the actual added censoring they did, sometimes you can blast through it. You can get through some of it. And that's what we're going to do for you today. All of this down here, crap. So let's get into the black plate of this. This is funny because I can see that without even doing this, going into the black plate. This is just dark right now. Now we're going to view it in black plate. Right here. Look at the garbage in this photo. Oh my God. Absolutely no information at all. Completely gone. Look at this. Completely gone. Some of it's so dense you can't even see it. Some of it's so dense, there's no information at all in there. Then you get some that you can see it's behind here, although there's a blur, and you can see that. Okay? Now, this is it here, the same photo, only brightened up. Look at this. What is going on here? This is sad. And you can see where there's information still in the photo right here. This area right here. Completely redacted information. You can see where they left in some of the areas and some not so much. Look at the white areas down here. Okay? Look at this. They did everything they could to hide it. Why don't you see these squares in here? Why don't you see that? Because there's nothing to hide there. Look at this. Completely redacted information. This whole area, this whole background is completely trashed. Completely. Except for right here. You can see this one little area, this one square with a little bit of detail. The rest of it, trashed. Why do you suppose they're doing that? Why would they do that to a photo? And guys, like I said, I can do this right here. Look at it. I can see that right there. I can see the actual blurring. All right, so I try to bring it out and see if I can find any more information. You can see it's just starting to pop a little bit. Okay? Again, we're looking at things that look like this here. Framework, stuff in here. Let's keep going. Okay? Notice how we can start to burn away some of this other trash down here. Right there. Again, that stuff is there. So first we're trying to bring down the brightness, so this way it's not distracting the eyes. Secondly, we want to bring out anything that's dark in this photo, even behind the blur, and see if we can see any shapes to these objects. If there is any, right? Okay. There we go. Keep going. Look how the stuff is starting to pop here, guys. Starting to burn more, starting to come out. Guys, this whole background is completely trashed. And by using the burn tool, you can bring out some of this stuff. And again, I tried it on here, this area down here. But as you can see, it's been blurred out completely. You can't pull anything out of here. But on the background, we can. Let's keep going. Okay, so what I do is I just brightened up the areas. You can see them right there. Looks like it comes down like in a thick piece here. Okay. So let's keep going. All right, let's back out of this. Guys, what is going on here? Whatever this thing is, this is not natural. It's not natural, period. And like I said, I can go right back to the original, and I can see these things in here without doing a thing to this photo. You don't have to do anything, and you can see what looks like some kind of design parts, like it was purposely made, and it's right there in our face. You can see that. It's kind of like the moon photos we analyzed, the Mars photos that we've analyzed. If they're raw, uncensored photos, why is there spot blurring in these photos? Why is this whole supposed mountain being censored? It doesn't make sense. It simply makes no sense at all. This whole area right down here has been censored. You can see some decent stuff over here on the right, and then completely, look at this. Completely taken out. How do I know that? Let's have a closer look. Look at these squares. Like I said, people will call them compression artifacts. They're not compression artifacts if I can keep backing out and still see them. You can still see them. I can see this right here. All this intentional blurring without going into that. You shouldn't see compression artifacts until you really, really zoom in. So what does that tell you? It's still being censored from the public. Why is that? These should be raw, uncut photos. Like if you and I went up there, took a nice camera, boom, took snapshots. I don't care if it's an old Polaroid. You shouldn't see this at all. And yet we are seeing it. People need to demand what's going on. They need to start writing to these people that matter and say, what's going on with these photos? Why are they being censored? What's going on? And guys, there's going to be more photos that's going to be analyzed from this. Like I said, Sarah and I were really exchanging photos when she was finishing up her thesis. Again, a big thank you to her, because without her showing these, putting this thesis together, we wouldn't be able to rip these apart. So I'm grateful. There's other stuff in here. Oh my God, the more you zoom into this, you can just see this. Just these absolute, the whole background's like that, guys. Look at this. And there's our blatant obfuscations and censoring. Look at this. All you see is this part right here. That's, well, when I say clear detail, meaning it's not covered up. What do you guys think is going on? I said this before, guys. I'll say it again. First, we knew that they were lying about what's on the moon because clearly they've seen something on the moon that they wanted to go investigate, hence the Apollo missions. Okay? Then Mars. But now you got to really back up and say, okay, but what's on Earth that they've been seeing? And they're now censoring that. They're keeping that from the public because, again, if I'm one of these scientists and I happen to see these structures, probably technologically advanced more than what we are today, at least that's the way it looks. And you can see the other video I made that I broke down and looked at these mountains in one of these photos, again, that were supplied by Sarah. You could see that these things are not mountains. They're making them look like mountains. Or whatever these things are, they're built into the mountain. One of the two. So now we have to ask the question, why are they hiding this stuff on Earth? So it's right here on Earth they started to censor this stuff. Think about it. You're a scientist. You go there. Wow, what are these building structures? And they're so large. All right, so who put them there? Okay, it wasn't us or anybody on Earth, and unless it was, and I've said this before, that we're in our fifth cycle of Earth, our life. So maybe in our first cycle of life, maybe thousands of years ago, we built this. And if we didn't, somebody else did. Okay? So now they're going, okay, let's assume that we didn't build this. Okay, what about our closest satellite, our moon? I wonder if there's anything on that. They had a look. Oh my God, there's something on there too that should not be there. Apollo missions go. And of course, the big PR move is nothing but dust and rocks we're bringing back as samples. Bull. I red flag BS in a big way. You guys comment. Tell me what you think. And guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so YouTube will share it. And as always, like and share yourselves. People need to see what's going on in Antarctica right here on our own Earth. And it's being censored. For what reason? Even if we were to say, there's nothing in that mountainside. It's nothing more than a mountain. Okay. For the skeptics, they might say that. Okay, tell me why they would censor a photo. What's with the spot blurring? Intentional censoring. What's the reason for it? And I think we all know that answer. Anyway, guys, again, drop your comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, get some more Mars. We're going to be getting back to Mars. We got another moon video coming up, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, have yourself a great evening, great morning, wherever you are. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.